January 15th, 1893. Emily Wheeler's Journal. Entry: the 1st. This is not a diary. I loathe the very thought of compiling my thoughts and actions in a locked book, secreted away as if they were precious jewels. I know my thoughts are not precious jewels. I have begun to suspect my thoughts are quite mad. That is why I feel compelled to record them. It could be that in the rereading sometime in the future, I will discover why these horrible things have befallen me. Or I will discover that I have, indeed, lost my mind. If that be the case, then this will serve as a record of the onset of my paranoia and madness, so as to lay the foundation to discover a cure. Do I want to be cured? Perhaps that is a question that would be best set aside for now. First, let me begin when everything changed. It was not on this, the first date of my journal. It was 2½ months ago, on the 1st day of November, in the year 1892. That was the morning my mother died. Even here in the silent pages of this journal, I hesitate to recall that terrible morning. My mother died in a tide of blood, which surged from within her following the birth of the small, lifeless body of my brother, Barrett, named after father. It seemed to me then, as it does today, that mother simply gave up when she saw that Barrett would not draw breath. It was as if even the life force that sustained her could not bear the loss of her precious, only son. Or was the full truth that she could not bear to face father after the loss of his precious only son? That question would not have entered my mind before that morning. Until the morning my mother died, the questions that most often entered my mind were focused on how I might persuade mother to allow me to purchase another one of the new cycling costumes that were all the rage, or how I could make my hair look exactly like a Gibson girl. If I had thought of father before the morning mother died, it was as most of my girlfriends thought of their fathers, as a distant and somewhat intimidating patriarch. In my particular case, father only praised me through mother's comments. Actually, before mother's death, he seemed to rarely notice me at all. Father was not in the room when mother died. The doctor had proclaimed the birthing process too vulgar for a man to witness, especially not a man of the import of Barrett H. Wheeler, president of the First National Bank of Chicago. And me? Barrett and Alice Wheeler's daughter? The doctor did not mention the vulgarity of childbirth to me. Actually, the doctor did not even notice me until after mother was dead, and father had brought me to his attention. Emily, you will not leave me. You will wait with me until the doctor arrives, and then remain there in the window seat. You should know what it is to be a wife and mother. You should not go blindly into it as did I. Mother had commanded me in that soft voice of hers, which made everyone who did not truly know her believe she was soft-headed and no more than a beautiful, compliant bauble on father's arm. Yes, mother, I had said with a nod, and done as she had ordered. I remember sitting, still as a shadow, in the unlit window seat across from the bed in mother's opulent bedchamber. I saw everything. It did not take her long to die. There was so much blood. Barrett had been born in blood, a small, still, gore-covered creature. He had looked like a grotesque, broken doll. After the spasm that had expelled him from between mother's legs, the blood did not stop. It kept surging and surging, while my mother wept tears as silent as her son.